Hello, this is a video tutorial for a pop-up book. A pop-up book is a useful tool in the classroom for a teacher to use for many topics. It can be used for things like global warming, like this one I have here. It can be used for seasonal things like Valentine's Day or Christmas or any other type of cultural thing that a teacher would like to use it for. It can also be used for teaching vocabulary, grammar, and sentence structure, and any type of grammar that you would like. I have here a pop-up book with the theme of global warming. As you can see by the outside here, some of the outside is printed on a printer and other pictures are applied with glue. This is the finished product, so I'll show you this first. On the inside, you have the pop-up pieces, which are printed on a printer, but students can also do them by coloring them with colored pencils. You have areas here for the students to write their story. There's also a place on the front for the students to write their name and their class. Okay, now the materials that you will need for this project are a ruler, pencil, colored pencils, a glue stick or white glue, some scissors. You will also need 4 pieces of A4 paper. If you're going to do your clip art on a computer and print it on a printer, you can use the first 2 A4 pieces for your clip art. As you can see here, I have various clip art pieces with the theme of global warming. So that's the first 2 pieces of A4 paper that you need. This here would be the undecorated cover of the pop-up book. It's simply an A4 paper turned on its side in profile or landscape, and you print up the cover of the book on one side. It's very easy to do in Microsoft Word. Then you just fold it in half like this. That's the first step. Second step, on your other A4 piece of paper, is to lay out the squares where the student will do his writing. Get a better one here. Okay, yes. That one's easier to see. You can do this by hand, or you can also do it on the computer by using text boxes or whatever. Just take an A4 sheet of paper and lay out a text box at the bottom and another text box with lines at the top. Okay, that's one side of this is called the insert. This is the insert. Then, on the other side of the very same paper, what you need to do is map out the pop-up pieces that actually hold up your small clip art on the inside of the book. Now what you have here is, you can make these any sizes you wish, just as long as you make the whole thing symmetrical. The first thing that I like to do is, I like to find the center of my paper. As you know, symmetrical means things are the same on each side of center. Okay? Then you just use the ruler to mark off where you want your pieces. Usually, to hold up the clip art, I usually make 1/2 inch little flaps. The first thing you do is need to determine that this is the center of the paper. Then here is the center, your center mark. Then you measure off of these marks from center. So in this case, I did 4. I did 2 on either side of center. So I just spaced them out evenly. Each one was 1/2 inch wide, and each one was spaced 1 inch apart. Very easy. You can even include instructions to the student on this side of the paper. For example, I wrote the words, "Do not cut," and "cut here." Then I wrote, "Repeat the same steps." You can write anything you like to on this side of the paper, because this side of the paper will never be seen once it's glued in. Okay? Next, once these little slots are cut, your paper will look like this, with the slots cut, as you can see here. Okay? Then you can have the students fold the slots back so that your paper looks like this. See here, here's your instructions, you can read them. Then when you open the paper should look something like this. You'll see 4 symmetrical slots ready for the clip art to be glued onto them. And here you can see your spaces for the student writing. Once this is completed, you take this piece and the cover that you made before, and you put them inside the cover like this and close it. I recommend that you do not glue at this point, because once you glue, things are permanent and difficult to change. So any decoration or writing should be done at this point. So you can tell the students to go ahead and start to color their clip art, and then they can cut it out and add it to these slots that are on the pop-up book. Let's go back to the finished version for a moment. As you can see here, that's what it would look like when the pictures are added. See, it's 3D, and the pictures look quite good. Yeah. Once all the writing is completed and the decoration and all of the pictures are added, everything inside here is completed, then would be the time to take the glue and to glue the inner and outer pieces together. The students may need some assistance with this because it is a little bit difficult. And that is the basic version of a pop-up book, which can be used for a variety of teaching themes, seasonal themes, grammar themes, whatever the teacher would like. It's just a little bit more interesting to do than just a plain old worksheet. Okay, thank you, and that's all. Good luck.